Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alex, and I will be reviewing the Captain Sim 777 200 extended range and long range. Now, this aircraft has been out for a couple months or so, but however, it is not completed yet. This is in the point .8 version of its release, and I'm just gonna do a pre-release review on this. First off, you can see that although it seems pretty smooth in the virtual cockpit, it wasn't too smooth. But that's just because it should be because it's hasn't been released yet, or fully released. Because they'll probably do some editing. As you can see on the exterior view, the aircraft looks very nice. They did a really good job on the outside of the plane and some features like this. I'm going to be showing you kind of a fly around and a little test flight. I've already done a test flight in this, and I've noticed some things like the primary flight display and the navigation display. It doesn't really work too well. It doesn't have all the functions. And right now I'm showing you the virtual cockpit view. It's like all the views that you get with Captain Sim. And there's the electronic flight bag, which isn't really usable. Here I am showing you the animations. They look really interesting. I wouldn't always say realistic because you won't see this all the time with the engines on. But I was just showing you what it looks like. Like what I was saying before, the autopilot, it seems to work okay until you have to go for an approach, because the navigation display doesn't really show very well, and neither does the primary flight display, and that is a limitation if you're thinking about buying it right now. However, it should be coming out probably in maybe November when it's fully done. If you're listening right now, or if you can hear it, which you should be able to, the sounds, they seem to be just like repeating themselves once you get them to full thrust, because it just seems like a loop of the sound, and it doesn't really sound like you're actually taking off. It just sounds like you're in the air, giving it full power. So that's one thing that I don't like. Also, every once in a while the ram air turbine seems to fall whenever you're in the air, which is really awkward. I'm not sure why that does that. The IRS alignment in this is very weird because it already has itself aligned, but if you go on the computer display unit, then it just says 00000 north, 00000 west, or something like that. So I think that's pretty weird too. Not sure why it does that. I would honestly rather have it give me my actual position right now on there. In this aircraft, there is no 2D cockpit, so if you're looking to fly in the 2D cockpit, then you're out of luck, because I'm not sure if they'll include it in the final release, which they probably will. Also, something else is the lighting at night, because you can't really control the lighting at all. It's just like if you flick all the switches, then they don't even work. Well, at least interior lighting. Exterior lighting, I think they work fine. I have used this before, and I didn't really see a problem with it. Right now I'm testing the controls, see how maneuverable it is, or maneuverable. Sorry. And it seems to be okay. Again, the sounds, they're kind of weird. The virtual cockpit, I only get 20 frames a second when I'm recording, and usually less than 30 when I'm flying it. But this is in default scenery, so that could be a big problem. I have shot a video with this, and it's pretty nice aircraft. I wouldn't say it would be the best, as it is not even completed yet, but it's pretty good. But whenever you're on approach, this thing is a pain in the butt if you don't have those lights. Oh my gosh, I forgot what they were called. The PAPI, PAPI. If you don't have those, then it's pretty difficult. Right now what I'm doing is I'm just descending this thing like crazy so I can get turn back for approach at Chadegu. And right now I pretty much I had to do this all hand flying because there's no point of having autopilot on there if I'm just reviewing like how it feels and stuff like that. And it seems to be fairly believable. Again, there are just like system limitations in this, so not much you can do there. But overall, Captain Sim did a fairly good job on this. I wouldn't give it like 10. I'd give it probably around a 6 right now. But, well, since it costs quite a bit to just demo the product. But right now you can fly anywhere you want. There doesn't seem to be too many bugs, at least not for me. I've heard some people have a lot of problems with this, but I guess I got lucky on this one. Whenever you start up the engines, the sound is not very good at all, which is another reason that I'm docking a couple points on this. It seems to land pretty smoothly, as you can see here. If you can land a plane, then you should be able to land this one. Also, another thing that you might notice in this video is the brakes. They don't work right. If you have rudder pedals, then it's just going to be a big pain if you're trying to use them, because you can only use, I think, the left brake system, or the left brake, or whatever you want to call it. You can only use that one. You can't use the right one. You just, for some reason, it doesn't work. So that's why on there it says differential brakes. I'm just using the left one because there's no point of putting my right one down. So yeah. And by the way, I'm using Cytec's or Cytec rudder pedals, and also an Attack 3 Logitech joystick. These are the deliveries that that come with the aircraft by default. It's American, Air France, British Airways, United, KLM, Japan Airlines, Singapore Airlines, and also Korea Airlines. Korea Airlines for the 777-200 extended range, and for the long range, it is Air Canada, Delta, and Emirates. So yeah, those are the liveries with it. You can also download a bunch more off the Captain Sim website, and they come up with pretty good paints, especially from McFat, I think that's how you say it. Right here, the aircraft was acting kind of weird because the brakes, the landing gear wouldn't show up, and the primary flight display and all that stuff was kind of messed up, so I had to restart Flight Simulator. This is the cabin. It looks really nice. I just can't believe. And in here, I was getting better frames per second than in the virtual cockpit. I'm not sure why. I guess since all this stuff is pretty much stationary. I guess that's the reason for it. And for some reason, my video is doing this. I don't know why. Anyway, not really sure what else to say other than I'd recommend this aircraft only when it's finished. I wouldn't recommend for the average simmer to use it now. That's pretty much it. You'll see another list of the pros and cons at the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this because I put a couple hours of work into this. And also hours of making this computer too. So very well worth it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and hope you can come and see the other videos that I'll upload, whether it be Flight Simulator or Call of Duty or anything. If you like my videos, please subscribe, comment, or rate, and thanks for watching.